It's all bullshit. It's Detroit House was good. I got YouTube and TikTok on live. And I'm gonna do it the personal way so y'all see me. But yeah, the guys, I'm gonna have to put this right here so I can see. Bro, it's out of control. I know that it's propaganda. You know the whole culture problem offer solution. Well, think about that in the same. Hey Jen, how you doing? Think about that in the same energy as them trying to push this police state. Uh, Trump has hired 1,000, not one, not 10, not 100. Hey, what up, Chester? 1,000. You can hear me, Chester? Please write in the chat. You can hear me. 1,000 new appointees at a White House. When he said he was going to drain the swamp, good. When he said he was going to drain the swamp, he wasn't playing at all. At all. He is draining the swamp and putting in Zionists to usher in a next. Now, I know some of y'all might be Trumpers. Some of y'all might not understand the whole political thing, but it's all one bird. We're all headed to a direction, guys. And he's pushing. He's also Trump's pushing mRNA. I made a video today, and it got it went through community guidelines, and it didn't break any community guidelines. If you was on my live earlier today, I showed a video. Someone with the last name, or the last part of his name is Tara, and yeah. Yeah, yes, wheelchair. Bro, I would get ready. I hate to say that, but I also saw, I don't know if you guys have been privy to this at all, but Native Americans are being arrested. Well, you know, that's all under that federally protected land. I don't know how true this is, but this is what I'm seeing. And I later tomorrow I'll give more of an affirmation to it, see if there's any validity with this. What I'm hearing, this is what I'm hearing. I ain't got nothing to back this up. But what I'm hearing is Native Americans are being arrested because they're not really originally from here. And you know how ICE is doing all this stuff, and these winter boots is basically in code telling immigrants to arm themselves. That's what this winter boot thing is, telling immigrants to arm themselves and get it how you live. You know, I'm sending shots. That's what it's promoting to other Americans. And liberals, allegedly under the liberal site, are pushing for this. I don't believe it. I believe it's the FED. Just like when you guys see those masked up extremists, supremacists, they're with all wearing the same colors, suit, looking like they're organized police. I don't believe none of it. But for them to be arresting Native Americans under the new ICE laws, and now it makes you go back to the whole Sedition Act of 1778, you're seeing things play out. And I forget the origin of this nation that these Indians are getting sent to, but it's an Asian continent. It's an Asian continent, and you got a lot of Nubian people on the internet right now. We'll say Nubian people, indigenous people saying, I told y'all this was coming. We are the original Indians, not these people they brought over here to mask this whole conspiracy of who the Indian is, who isn't. And guys, there's so much stuff right now on the internet. It's ridiculous. All of a sudden, around like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, only thing that's been on my FYP has been so much propaganda. Watching these white boys march up to the inauguration. I'm shouting, bro. It's my FYP has been off the hook. I don't know about any of y'all. Thank you for the 11 people that are in here on YouTube. Y'all can hear me right now. That mic equipment is messed up, so I'm going to still adhere to y'all by just going live off the computer for now until Cliff gets here. But yeah, there's a lot of BS going on, and I have to say, get ready, man. I believe this is my prediction. I got nothing to back this up, so please understand this is not misinformation at all. But y'all have seen this, and the pattern is patterning. You had Lahaina, you had North Carolina, and it's funny, after 4 days of him being in office, they're getting aid out to the people in North Carolina right now. There are boots on the ground in North Carolina. I will say that. There is aid headed to North Carolina. It's already there because the people are dying. But yes, we know cause problem, help, act like they did something for us, right? But still, people are outside sleeping. If they did that to them, at least get them the hell up out of there. You know what I mean? You had 2 children die the other day with their parents in a tent. Like, help those people, bro. Y'all sending billions of dollars to Ukraine. We know where we're at. At least fucking, do what you say you're going to do for us. For us first. I'm seeing the landscape for a civil situation happen. And I made a video today talking about the pole shift, and again, a certain person here with the last name Terror. I will come live tomorrow and show you. I will talk more about it, but I'm going to be careful not to get kicked off of here right now because I have to speak. Because it got banned, but it came back. The reason they banned it and to make it come back, they want to slow it down. They don't want that type of information to get out, even though it's scientifically proven. You guys all know about the pole shift. Y'all know, right? And again, I played today on my live the Area 51 tape that's been living in my head rent free from a whistleblower who escaped Area 51, was on the radio, and y'all all know the story about the power going out. Hey, bro, that guy allegedly said that the government knows of the safe areas. Stargate 2, Project Stargate. There's a lot of shit going on. The guy also said the government knows the safe areas where they could start moving the population to, and they're choosing not to. And then it made me think. I've been adding things together since that came out in 2007 or something. And it really hit the internet in 2019, 2020s when I first heard that Area 51 tape. And started making me think about all the food distribution plants, all the states getting hit. Like, it doesn't matter. I will say this, if they're rebuilding any of these areas, then they're most likely going to still be here when this pole shift happens because they know what's going on. They do. If there is perhaps going to be a cataclysmic event, like what's been propagated through a whistleblower, also what's been propagated through, I don't know, history, floods, terror. There is something up with this that they're not. People aren't using their common sense. Here, let me give y'all something that's a common sense thing that as soon as I say this, your light bulb is going to go off in your head, right? We've had polar ice caps melting, right? We've had ice from the north melt, right? Why are the rivers in a drought? Why are the rivers drying up if we got polar ice caps melting? Think about what I'm saying here. Polar ice caps melt down into the rivers, and the rivers usually have water. That's how we get water in our rivers, if you did not know. If y'all don't know anything about geology, this is common sense, guys. The reason our rivers flow, where do you guys think that water comes from? And they're melting, but we have no rivers with water in them. So are the polar ice caps really melting? Some have speculating that, speaking of all this Nibiru stuff, some have been speculating that our skies are being covered right now through a planet alignment. I know some of y'all have probably heard information on this. Listen, I can't really speak on that. I'll say that I am a professional yapper, but I don't try to dive into information that I have no types of knowledge about. I don't want to come up here and seem like I'm just up here telling you whatever and selling you a dream. I don't know. I don't know the importance. I'm not Beauty Mark. I'm not. I'm not. I'll never lie to y'all. But that's from what I heard, from an astrological perspective. That's what's going on. So thank y'all for the gifts, man. I got down about 20 up here in YouTube. Got 80 up in here in TikTok. Let's go. No, it's not. It's not climate change, man. Because if the polar ice caps, and I'm just reading comments for all you YouTubes. I'm also reading y'all's as well. But it's not polar ice caps. It's not. The rivers, there would be no drought in Cali. You understand what I'm saying? No, there wouldn't be at all. So it's funny where you start looking at the stars, though, that are compared to Angkor Wat, which Angkor Wat is Draco's over Angkor Wat. And, of course, y'all know Orion's over the pyramids of Giza. Well, they're saying that's going to shift. And when that shifts, a cataclysmic event's going to happen. Now, what type of event? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But again, I think that this whole podcast situation is timing for something for us to build for that. I think the 2030 thing is a real thing. It's an economic proposal based us in 15-minute resilient cities. And then you start looking at the designs of things. The line in Saudi Arabia, that seems like it's going to be a good place to go. And you ever find out the design of that thing and why it's designed the way it is? It's all prison, guys. 15 minutes. Why do you think they wanted the Green New Deal? Which, again, an economic proposal pushing us a direction. Why? Because they don't want you to be able to have to travel across the roads and all that. You have an electric car. Guess what? You only need to go 15 minutes here and there and there. Think about the intention of the Green New Deal. And the funny part is they convinced the people that they voted for it. All you people that voted for Trump, because y'all maybe, yes, I'm a Redskin fan. All you people that voted in Trump, be ready for him to shock you. And you're going to be like, whoa, I don't agree with that. And there's nothing you're going to be able to do. All right? There's nothing. It's all an allure. It's all an illusion. And I hate to be that one. I know I sound crazy, but don't worry. One day you'll realize that if you're still on the fence with that. And I just want to get on here and say, you guys, have y'all seen the propaganda? How has that propaganda been? Crazy videos. Wheelchair says, all this for smart TVs. This G word subliminally. Yep. Facts. Years I know how that works because the polls. Hey, there's two cycles. There's one that goes every 12,500 years, and then there's another one that goes 2,000 every 500 years, right? I believe we're on the 2,500 year one. What happened 2,500 years, guys? Noah's flood. And you think it's a coincidence that we are right now in the cycle of that pole shift happening now? Every 2,500 years and every 12,500 years. And that's the purpose of the location of Angkor Wat, which is over Draco, and the pyramids of Giza. It's crazy, man. Did y'all know that the Babylonian tower, the Tower of Babel, right? Do y'all know what country the Tower of Babel was created in? Let's see who on here knows this. We're going to get into a little biblical reference, which we know it's a script. I ain't got to convince y'all of that. If I do, hey, believe what you want. I respect your religion. As long as it makes you a good person, treat other people. I don't care what you follow. But Iraq, no. Iraq, not America, no. Close, though. Where was the Tower of Babel built? Canaanite. Remember, the Canaanites built the Tower of Babel. That's your clue. The Canaanites. Listen to the name. What country sounds with cannon? Canada. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Canada. Look this up. The Tower of Babel, right, was built in a valley in Canada. And the reason, a lot of people, when they hear the Tower of Babel, they think that they were building it to get to heaven, but no, it was really a portal. It was a portal. And if it was built to get to heaven, like to walk up into the sky, it would have been built up on a mountaintop. It would bring them a thousand feet closer. So why was it built in a valley that was below sea level? Interesting. And wide the way it was, like a staircase, because it was built for a portal. Hence why they took the book of portals and made it a non-canonized text. Yeah, let's get with these words. I'm going to educate y'all a little bit. It's crazy that I know what I know of the Bible, and most Christians don't know what I'm talking about right now. They have no idea. Canada. It's crazy. And I saw this. I read up on this information today. I was today years old when I learned all this, straight up. And it's funny how we're starting to realize that America, Canaan, Jerusalem, did what? Turn into Babylon, right? We're starting to realize America, Jerusalem's over here. In Babylon, where there's a godless nation, that's what Babylon is, Babylonian, godless. Tell me we're not moving to that type of energy in America. Look at the things that we're arguing about. Mass confusion. And why? I have to say this. Technology has brought civilization, as in the Western civilizations, to this level of thinking. Just when people were tougher back then, the reason why they were tougher is because they had to do things for themselves. They grew up the hard way. They didn't grow up through convenience like today. Everything's so convenient now. The press of a button, you can get whatever. What do you learn through that? And now in the age of AI, you think we're going to progress to be smarter or stupider? Point in case, stupider. It's not even a word, which I did on purpose. Nah, but seriously. There's that saying, hard times make tough men. You know what I mean? Y'all know the saying. It's true. It really is. And now I really believe they're creating a landscape where people, the only way they're going to adapt is if they choose that mark. Now, I'm only going to say mark because of the biblical, but I'm talking about Neuralink. I think Neuralink has direct links to the mark. The mark of the beast is Neuralink, guys. It told us in the Bible, hand and head, RFID, Neuralink. Make it make sense. Just put it together. I'm not crazy. My discernment tells me what it does. And everything you've learned or came across has brought you to the point where you are questioning things, guys. You should be questioning things. You should really be not being fooled. And the reason I'm going to say not being fooled, this is without fear at all. Death is not real. Do I have to say what I'm about to say, guys? Do I? You know why we want y'all to question everything? Can I give y'all something so y'all understand what y'all doing? Because I know as humans, we question ourselves more than anything. Even being in this awakening process in the beginning, I was like, whoa, I'm going to go to, like, nah, I'm not going to go to hell, because the fear would come right back into me because of the indoctrination. So let me tell y'all something why we do this, all right? And it's to have complete control. The reason why, when you start looking at the intentions behind religion and all that, there is no revolution. And then you have kids where you want to support, and that makes you really not revolt. They use your kids against you that aren't even really yours. And that's a different conversation. I'm sorry to say that. And this is a realization. But that's why they can have the control they do when they go to school on you. But again, ignorance is bliss. You signed them over the men, you got a birth certificate. But this is a different conversation. I'm getting off hands. They want y'all to be in fear, because a lot of us they give us the circumstances where, let's be real, a lot of us should not be proud of our lives, what we've done, how we've taken shortcuts. How about how we just treated people in our lives? Not now. I'm talking about in our lives. My life is not something I can say I'm proud of. Okay, Am I proud of who I am now? Yes, but my record, it, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I have, again, all of us have a lot of wrongs we have to right. They use that so that you don't go and revolt and then die. And then, the afraid of hell. That's why the whole point of the hell landscape. They are using the base of fear, religion, and afterlife to control what you do now, right? Why do you think YNs, y'all know what YNs are, why do you think that in the hood they die? Because they have no fear. They're fighting for theirs, but they don't know that they're fighting against themselves. Let me tell you this, the youth right now, and especially the Nubian and urban communities, we don't win without them. We don't. They are TTG, trained to go all day. And y'all better start getting used to communicating with people like this. That is the opposite of you. Different races, y'all are all the same. The division is an illusion. They will die for what they believe in. And they know that, hence why they gave them hip hop. Why they gave them at all. You know who's been the resistance throughout the age of man to get us out? The urban community. Been through the toughest road, and they've given us straight up roadmaps on how to stand. How, you know what they did? They gave them a little money, propped up a bunch of Uncle Toms. Then they end up sucking the energy to the prison industry. Now they got them fighting each other. Now they got their youth getting killed at abortion clinics. Why do you think? Go look at the numbers on abortion clinics. Why they all target those people? We got to look at what we talk about. Let's grow the fuck up. Non-racist situation. Let's grow up and have a conversation on why these people are targeted. There's something to that. Let's be real. Unbiased aside, there's something to that. I'm trying to tell you something. Why are they always targeting them people? And again, let's be adults here. Let's be adults. Why are them always being targeted? Why is their history being manipulated? Why can't their ancestors, out of every other culture, cultures, Mexico, they have a day for their ancestors. Irish have a day for their ancestors. You know what they call the urban, and I'm doing this for guideline purposes. You know what they call the urban? They call it voodoo. And tell me what type of connotation voodoo has. Mexico's has Santeria. Practice daily. But nah. There's an evil connotation. Day to dead in Mexico. Right? Why are those people targeted? Let's talk about it, man. Because there's something to that. And now just look at the energy. Let's look at today. What those people do. They killing each other. Not afraid to die. I respect that aspect. Not that they're killing each other, but the energy. Y'all see what I'm saying? There's a reason why they got them targeted at each other. Because they don't want that energy targeted at them. And let me tell you, the day the YNs wake up, they're in trouble. They know it. Oh, they know it. They know it. The YNs had that same energy, right? Directed to the ones that are actually doing them dirty and not their brother. Huh? They realize the day that the music they listen to, that the TV, the imaging, the BET, that all the Uncle Toms that push them in the direction were actually mind control. No sound? Stop playing. That's crazy. They would stop me right now because what I'm saying is too much truth. It's too much truth. And we need to start talking to our brothers. The white people out there, listen, you aren't alive unless there's a black person. Y'all both have melanin. And that's why I look at these certain conscious creators that push that white people came from Neanderthals. That's the dumbest crack of shit I've ever heard. You ever seen a Neanderthal? Look at a Neanderthal's nose. Well, is a Neanderthal's nose more congruent with a white or black person? And I'm not even going to say white and black no more. There is no white and black. We're all brown. We're all brown. We're all levels of melanin. Just some don't have any and some have a lot. No, some have some, but they're small. That's why they get melanoma. But again, if you know, you know. They push this narrative that we got 2% dog in us or monkey, some dumb shit. Like, listen, all our DNA's been fucked with. I don't care what color you are. All of it's got telomere caps put with a worship gene. It doesn't matter. We're all being lied to. Your colors to divide you. But the YNs, the origin, yeah. We need to link up with some YNs. We need to start talking right. We all have the same problems. Straight up. When you hear someone, you don't know where I came from. That's right, we don't. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all had cozy lives. Some of y'all have had the silver spoon. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's just the situation that you was born in. But you can never pass judgment on a man who's had to get it how he lived since he was 8. And that's all he knows. Bred in a system that wants him there. You don't think they couldn't stop drugs if they wanted to? You don't think they could stop that? Huh? Huh? And everybody wearing a mask. You don't think they can stop that if they want to? They put them here. That's been proven. That shouldn't even be debatable. Where is it put? It's not put in suburbs. It finds its way to suburbs, but the hub is in cities. In Jersey alone, Camden, Newark, Elizabeth, East Orange, Patterson, Jersey City, Hoboken. And there's more. Why are we the land of the free, home, and the brave in the most incarcerated country? Why are we the land of the free and home of the brave and the number one in missing children? These are questions we need to start talking about. Not what they put on the news, bro. And they know this. They know this. It's all misdirection. You know what I mean? Right after Trump got inaugurated, you saw Nashville, the state that I happen to be in, had a school shooting. You said Pemberton, Browns Mills. I'm not even talking about that. But there was a shooting where one died and the shooter died after the Hail Hitler that Elon Musk did. Do you know that the kid was black? Pushing the Hail Hitler. Hey, guys, I'm going to keep it real. I don't trust the news. I don't trust the images from the news. I've seen AI. They're getting better. I saw Tupac and Biggie rap off AI. No hand discrepancies. Look just like them. Look like real life. A picture? Have y'all seen Twitter? You got fake bot accounts. Have y'all noticed TikTok comments? All different accounts saying the same thing. You know what AI has a problem with? Being human. Its AI-ness shows. It shows. They are among us. And I don't think you guys understand the level of deep fakes that you've probably watched that you would not know was a deep fake. You've probably already witnessed videos that were deep fake that you guys deemed as real. I'm telling you, it's here. Imagine me right now. What if I told you that all this was deep fake right now? It's time to start being worried. Because think about the power of perspective, the power of narrative. You guys don't understand how powerful that is. Just look at the urban community. They're headed one direction. Why? Narrative. Why you guys think every city is democratic? I'm telling you, when the YNs wake up, when the single black mothers wake up, because they're the ones with the true power, it's the woman. Once they wake up to see how the system wants to use them to destroy their people, they're in trouble. And that's what we're waiting on. And I believe that time's coming. I do. I have a positive outlook on this. Because there's more of other people out there like Celestial God King. He's one of the gods on here that be pushing when I'm talking. Yeah, woman scorned. Be careful. Them women have been scorned because them women see they're being used to destroy their people. I'm multicultural. I was born, my dad's mixed. He's half and half. He married one. So I'm like 25%. But I have black family. So I've seen racism from both parts. And I've grown up in both sides of the culture. And the power and beauty that is in the, I hate saying black and white, but that's just for label purposes. The black culture is unmatched, man. It's unmatched. And how you talk doesn't make you a color. You're talking black, you're talking white. No, you're talking because of how you were raised in an environment. It has nothing to do with your skin color, but has everything to do with your culture. And culture has no color. It doesn't. That's why they started bringing up this culture vulture stuff. Are they out there? Yes. Yes, it is. But the word or term race baiting, culture vulture, that is divisive propaganda used against us. And we don't even know if it's our own thoughts triggering it. We just feel triggered. Ha! Y'all should think of that. Are you thinking your own thoughts? You know, with things that make you mad, the only reason they make you mad is because what's been propagated to you. You don't know why, but you know you're supposed to be. Ha! That's interesting. Hope some of y'all start recognize that. Being awake is being able to understand your level of thinking if your level of thinking is you. Straight up. Straight up. I just want to see if this whole live came on. I want to say that tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern. So that's 1 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Mountain, 11 o'clock Pacific. I'm going to do a podcast episode. That's why I came on here, because I got 27 of y'all up here and I got 60 of y'all here. And I'm going to show y'all some videos. I'm going to break some shit down for you about the video I'm speaking lightly about right now, dealing with the pole shift, and to give you some scientific and astrological alignment to go with it. So you guys spread the news. And then when you talk, you guys can make comments off this. I would screenshot tomorrow's episode if I were you. It's going to be a lot of good information. But I love all of y'all. Please understand that this whole winter boots thing is all propaganda, and they're pushing us to what they've propagated with Civil War, with Leave the World Behind, and with Homestead. They are pushing us. And shooting. It's all organs. The world's a stage. And please join the Patreon. If you can't find it, Google it at Patreon, TBTR Podcast, and you'll find me. This does not grow without y'all, and I can't continue without y'all. Let me just be real. I have a time frame here. And if this doesn't pan out, then this doesn't happen. And this mission is unity with the Discord and all that. And I hope it does pan out. Actually, I know it's going to pan out. I'm going to speak life into it. And I hope you guys are a part of this. I really do. Only like-minded people. If you think I'm crazy, don't join. It's not your money. I don't want your money. I want your unity. I love all of y'all. I really do. And I mean that. Don't be deceived. Start looking at the world differently. Look at it for what it is and not what they tell you it is. I love all of y'all. Peace to you guys. All right, YouTube. Thank you guys. I just want to come on and sample it. This will be on all tomorrow. We're going to do a full hour and a half. But I just wanted to see if this would work, because we're having a lot of technical problems. And it's driving me nuts. We are being targeted, guys. I'm dead serious. We've had a sound bar on this TV go down. Never touched it. Then the next day it works. Like that. You guys, Cliff now knows. He knows. He says, I've never had problems like this every day in my life. I said, bro, it's because of what we're pushing. It's an electronic device that they control so they can fuck with us. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. I got to stop saying the F word. That's the first time I said the F word, man. I was doing good. Sign in to Patreon, TBTR Podcast at Patreon. It'll be hard to find in Patreon app. Just Google it. It'll pop right up. I love all of y'all. Y'all have a great night. Brittany, thank you.